am ready and prepared.
Na Wakenya wamechoka na sisi au Wakenya watatutandika?
The devolution is at a siege.
Sieke.
Jameni bana, wacha fitina tu.
Me, I don't like lying.
Tunaona mawingu imetanda.
Kuja tukunywe chai uniambie tabu yako, right?
Hii pesa si ya mama yako bana.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir.
So I believe we are ready to proceed with the business of the day. Honorable Sungwa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. In fact, I can move this motion without even any reference, Mr. Speaker, because it is a very simple motion that I believe we should take the shortest time discussing, Mr. Speaker, and agreeing on, Mr. Speaker. And I believe we should go down in history as the quickest house to assent to bills, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with the current economic times, we as honorable members, we need a little motivation, Mr. Speaker. We need a little touch-up, Mr. Speaker. We need a little makeover, Mr. Speaker. We need a change on our wardrobe, Mr. Speaker. I propose a motion that the honorable members of this 11th Parliament, Mr. Speaker, our salary should be increased, Mr. Speaker. To be specific, I want to see the figures go to just double, Mr. Speaker. Just double the salary, Mr. Speaker. It is embarrassing, Mr. Speaker, to see a fellow member of Parliament unable to afford even hospital bills, Mr. Speaker. When a member falls sick here, he would be taken to a district hospital, Mr. Speaker. Everyone else looks at us as role models, Mr. Speaker. Yes. And with the emergence of this deadly Ebola disease, Mr. Speaker, should it drop on one of us here, what will happen, Mr. Speaker? The honorable member needs to be capable to fund his medical bills. And the only hospital known in the whole planet, Mr. Speaker, that can treat Ebola is only one in California, next to Hollywood and in USA. So for this speaker for this member of Parliament to be able to fund his transport to that place and medication, we need our salary to be increased, members.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I will conclude very briefly.
Order. You should be able to know that when a member is moving a motion on the floor, there is no room for interruption. Proceed, Honorable Sungwa.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for your Solomonic indulgence. Honorable members, kila mtu kuna shida ya pesa. Even the president has shida ya pesa. Yes. Kwa hivyo, we need to discuss this motion. In fact, I just want a few people, mashujaa, who can quickly, we do this thing and we finish this thing. Mr. Speaker, I move to propose the motion that the honorable members' salary need to be doubled. Thank you.
You want to second?
Yeah.
Please do it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable
I have never had so much wisdom in a statement. You're wise. Come on, people. We need this money. We have used so much money during the campaigns that we need to get it back. Yeah? Not that we were poor before, but now we are running a little low on finances. You know, we've used so much money. And all these women who come to me, I'm talking on behalf of the women. Yeah? If I am rich, they are rich. Yes. So instead of the doubling, I think, how about we triple that? We should triple that. I think that would be a good thing to do.
Yes.
The motion having been moved by Honorable Sungwa and seconded by Honorable Shebs, I believe it's under my authority to give it room for it to be on the floor of the House for debate. But honorable members, just to remind you that as much as we need to debate about this, we should not go in the books of history as a selfish house that did not actually consider the interest of the people of Kenya. So I believe our main role is to serve the interests and not our own interests, honorable members. Yes, Honorable
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Yawa. Are you people not grateful? Just the other day, your people voted you in, and you're already running and saying that you want that money replaced. And let me ask you, who goes to the samba and get meat? We all go to the lake and get the fish. So here, you haven't come. What are you happy about? We always come here. We always come here to get what the government needs from us, not from what you people want for the government to do for you. It is not. It doesn't make any sense when someone just says that you triple their money or even make it 4 times. We know very well that these people want to go and please their own people, their own families, and build more houses, but I know you so well. This young man just has a new mistress that he wants to please. So that is why he wants to add more money, more money,
Address
more
him
money.
as a member of parliament, not a young man. Address him as a member of
But you know, he always
house.
make himself young. He's not actually young, but he always make himself young. And again, if you...
When you are out there, you can only call each other such names. But in the house, I don't know him as a young man, but as a member who is representing a constituency, honorable member.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. You use the appropriate money. If you're doing it, it was you. Who cares? Whatever you do with your own
Okay,
money.
thank you so much for your contribution. Let's hear from Honorable Before Kuone, please.
Yes, asante sana Mr. Speaker. Unajua sisi kama wapunge tulianza kukatwa ushuru Mr. Speaker. Na tunahitaji pesa Mr. Speaker ndio tulipe ile ushuru Mr. Speaker. Kwa sababu kama hatuna pesa Mr. Speaker tutalipa hiyo ushuru na nini Mr. Speaker?
It's being deducted from the present salary, Honorable Before.
Yes Mr. Speaker. Lakini si unajua sisi wakati tulikuwa tuna campaign tulikuwa tunachua pesa tunakuja kuchukua Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Kirauni Mutungi.
Thank you Mr. Speaker for recognizing a member of parliament. Mr. Speaker, I have understood why we are called pigs. I have known why members of parliament, all of us here, have come to realize that they are gluttonous, jealousy.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable member. Order,
Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable member. Order.
Respect.
Order.
To money itself.
Very true that
Order. Will be thrown out of the house if you persist with not following the rules of this house.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable
thank you for protecting me from gluttonous members of parliament.
Point of order,
Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Honorable Kirauni, I think you should also use a better language.
Let me casually apologize and withdraw the remarks.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Speaker, today we had a very good date and we had a lunch. When I was taking a lunch of 150 shillings, he was taking a lunch of 1,500 shillings. Right? Right? Are we around to go on with this? They are asking for money increment when they are going to use that money for buying ranch, Mr. Speaker. Let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, I will take him back to 1951 before the Imanjis. When Mauma went to the forest, they never asked for anything. They were volunteers, Mashujaa. The other day we were celebrating Mashujaa Day. Are we Mashujaa when you are asking for more penny in our houses, in our pockets? Right? Mr. Speaker, let us serve our people who elected us in this house so that now we can go back and ask for money. We have not even sat down for 3 months and members of this house are asking for more money. Right? This house is not a cash cow, it's not a ATM, it is a respected, august house that every member should respect. Thank you, Mr.
Point
Speaker.
of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Katiano Ojwang.
Mr. Speaker, thank you so much for this opportunity to speak. Mr. Speaker, I don't think if it's in order for the honorable member to start bringing what we ate over lunchtime here. Like, whether I ate fish and he ate snake, is it a subject to discussion in this house? No.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir.
Mr. Speaker, we all know very well that where I come from is very far, and where most of our members of parliament come from very far. The current salary that we are giving the member of parliament is not enough.
It's not enough.
Mr. Speaker, the money we are getting is not even enough to fuel my car. Let us raise this money. Let us give the members of parliament the dignity that they deserve.
Exactly. True,
Mr. Speaker, we deserve a lot, Mr. Speaker. We do a lot of work for these people, Mr. Speaker. I think it is in order for this parliament to increase the salary of the members, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, order. I think let's hear from Honorable Wambua.
Ndio Mr. Speaker. Mimi mambo mengi sana mimi wanaona hapa na ni kunyamanzia tu. Kwanza harusi zinafanyika huko na lazima uende. Sijui birthday ya mtoto sijui na lazima alambe za watoto wanaenda shule lazima uende huko. Kuna projects zile zinafanyika huko. Kwani yana wanafanya hiyo nini? Si ni wambunge? Si ni sisi? Alafu sasa maendeleo tukikosa kwa nini tukiongeza hiyo msaala kwani maendeleo itakuwa haiwezi kwama. Kwa hivyo mimi naunga mkono na minguu.
Yes, Honorable Wambo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. If we get this money, me as Wabos, I can expand my Wabos enterprises by opening branches in every shopping center. Every Mongedo should have. I can make a point of opening a branch so that I get to employ those young men and women who spend all the day sitting idle there. And on the other hand, the government will gain. These young men and women will be taxed, and this money comes back to us. So we should get money. True.
Yes, Honorable Kirauni.
Mr. Speaker, money is like a visitor. Today they say Ondi, tomorrow they say Gundumbai. Right?
But if you treat them well, they stay.
If you use money wisely, I know some of the members have used their money carelessly. That's why they are saying should be increased money. But let me tell you, Mr. Speaker, Jesus Christ alinyongwa kwa sababu ya 30 cents. So money is evil.
Order.
I'm telling members of this house that Harambes are the ones who corrupted our mind. We are misusing Harambee, right? So, Mr. Speaker, I stand here to oppose this motion because every government must have a budget on how we are going to use our money. Can our members of parliament show us how they are going to use money? Is it to entertain women? Is it? I don't want to answer my colleague here who has been an IO robber. He has been robbing people.
Honorable Kiraoni Mutungi. Can you withdraw and apologize? Who are you referring to as a highway robber?
Look in the assent.
Point of order.
Ask the clerk to look in the assent. He said he's an highway robber and a squatter.
So, Honorable Wambua, maybe you need to clarify on that if...
Unajua hii madharau nayo siwezi kubaliana nayo. Kwa sababu huyu hata wakati ambao tulikuwa tunaiongeza msaala alikuwa hapa. Alafu anaanza kuniita sijui ya Ilova. Hiyo ni madharau ya hiyo sana. Na mimi siwezi kubali. Unajua hata mimi ni mzee. Si ndio? Mimi kama Wambua niko na watoto wakubwa sana. Kwa hivyo mimi napenda kusema hivi. Hii mambo ya kusema ati sijui Harambee si nini siondolewe, sijui alikuwa wapi wakati huo. Sasa ndio wanaiwa. Hata hiyo madharau na yeye akuitana hapa ati Ilova sijui nini. Wendo ndio apologize.
So apologize and withdraw.
I wish to casually apologize to you, Mr. My running colleague. What I was saying, Mr. Speaker, is I know the members of parliament from the other side, they like lifestyles. When they miss aeroplane in the Jomo Kenyatta airport, they come and they say they use oxygen on the ground, which is modern oxygen, to go to Mombasa. My friend was in Seychelles the other day using Fokaiti. Let us look in our records at the Kenya Civil Aviation. You will see they fly with very big planes, business class. My friend here goes to South Africa to swim. He Is that the way you came in this parliament to be traveling all over this country?
So are you sure that he has been swimming with the taxpayers' money?
He has been swimming to Cesares, Los Angeles, wherever he goes in
With
this
taxpayers'
country.
money?
Taxpayers' money. And I can prove that, Mr. Speaker.
The thing is, if I leave this country to go and swim, I need it. It is a vacation. For crying out loud, those are the few privileges that we have. That is the whole point where we are leaders. If your leaders are poor, you cannot be rich. It has to start from the top. Yeah, it has to start from the top. We need this money. In fact,
Okay, thank you. I think your point is on. Let's hear from Honorable before Kuona, then I'll get to you, Sungwa.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Mheshimiwa Mutungi amesema ati mimi nilikuwa mwalimu juzi, nimekuja hapa sasa nataka pesa nianze kutembea na magari huko mashinani, Mr. Speaker. Kwani hata nikirudi huko mashinani anataka nirudi na Eldoret Express. Wale wananchi wangu wataona hakuna tofauti, Mr. Speaker. What is he taking me for? Mr. Speaker alisema pia anataka tumpatie budget vile sisi tunataka kutumia hiyo pesa, Mr. Speaker. Kwanza ningependa kumwambia nikianza kukuandikia budget hata tukiongezwa mara 5 haiwezi kutusaidia, lakini tunataka tu mara 2. Mr. Speaker, mimi niko na wanapipi wangapi? 5. Sioni kama nilifanya mbaya kuoa. Kwa hivyo nikiitisha pesa ya kuwachunga pia sio kitu mbaya, Mr. Speaker.
But you married even before the bill was signed.
Yes, Mr.
I'm
Speaker.
sure.
I knew that it was going to be signed in the future.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir.
I stand, Mr. Speaker, to support and request the honorable members. Let us not waste time in this bill. Honorable Mutungi, I talked to you personally on the phone, Honorable. Why are you at Kigeugeu? Unanigeukia?
Let's not go there.
Sorry.
I think you've exhausted.
But I think the mood of the house is that we should vote on this motion and pass this bill.
We've got all you wanted to say, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Let's hear from Honorable Member for Chebarbar.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. I stand here, Mr. Speaker, to support a very important motion for the future of this country, Mr. Speaker. This house is full. Why? It's because the members love their country. They care about the future of this country. Therefore, it pains me on an individual level. It pains me very much, Mr. Speaker. And I find it rather unfortunate that an honorable member of this house refers to other members as critics, as highway robbers, Mr. Speaker. Because if you call me a highway robber, you are simply calling 76,363 voters robbers. But there will not be a means, Mr. Speaker. In the traditional culture of our people, when you visit a leader, or an elder for that matter, even if there is drought, they will look for a cup of water and give you. Yes. Are we together?
Yes. Yeah.
But normally they give food. Where I am from, they give you more sick. You cannot go empty-handed. Therefore, when we go to the village, Mr. Speaker, every day there are all kinds of people who come to our houses with all manner of problems. School fees, Mr. Speaker. Hospital bills, Mr. Speaker. Funeral bills, Mr. Speaker. Others even want to help with dowry, Mr. Speaker. Are we supposed to stand them back?
No.
Are we supposed to stand them back,
No.
Mr. Speaker?
No.
Mr. Speaker, even if you follow the modern economy, the more money you put in, the more you what?
You get that back.
And the economy has been growing, step by step, step by step. It's because you're working hard, Mr. Speaker. What is so hard? What is so hard for the country to this economy, Mr. Speaker?
Thank you so much. I mean, I think we are going towards the end of this debate. Yes,
Thank you so
Not
much,
about
Mr.
this.
Speaker. Thank you so much. I don't understand why we are all excited about money. How, I mean, even if they want to add their own women are never lured with money. Even our own song, we have a song in our own culture that says, Yawoi makare masero nyiri bila pesa. You can never lure a girl with money. So money is nothing. It's very true. The truth hurts, and that is why you think beyond what you're saying.
No, yo.
Yes, Honorable Wambo first.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. From the way Adis,
not Adis.
From the way she has spoken, from the way she has sung, I can tell she's a good musician. I don't know what maybe you can do so that we can also sing like her. What about giving us some more money so that we can be taken to good music schools? Yes. Where we can learn, like, say how to sing.
Honorable members. Just a correction. I don't think the chair has the authority to make any reduction or increment of any honorable member's
Mr.
salary
Speaker,
here.
sir, only that it would be good for them to learn afresh how to sing the national anthem, but with some more money.
So at what time will you be serving your constituents if you are in a music school?
We have the time. With the money, we will do everything. Now,
thank you so much. I think let us hear from.
I'm not. Please, Mr. Speaker, allow me to contribute.
Okay, just 5 seconds then.
Now, I'm happy with the way Wakuone Muheshimiwa has done his budget. It's a good one. He's in his way trying to reduce poverty in his area by marrying 5 wives.
Is that poverty reduction?
Yes. He'll give dowry to all those families. That will help those families. On the other hand, you say that behind every successful man there is a woman. Now with 5, what do you expect? Billionaire.
Okay.
Now with a billionaire, he'll help more.
I think you've exhausted. Your 10 seconds are. Let's hear from her, then we wind up there.
I actually don't think we should.
Just 10 seconds, please.
We shouldn't be calling about this. If at all there's anything personal, I apologize. I'm a woman.
There's nothing personal.
Order.
Use your common sense.
I will use it later. I'm going to put a pass on that because I really need to pass this. And I need your vote on this.
Straight to the point.
Yes. So what I'm actually saying is, we need this money. Okay? We need this money. She has to know this.
Let's hear from Honorable before Kwone.
Mr. Speaker, a hungry man is an angry man. Wewe ukiwa umekasirika utafanya kazi? Huwezi fanya kazi. Sasa sisi tupatie tu haki yetu, tukue na furaha na uone kama tutafanya kazi.
Okay, thank you. Honorable Katieno Juang.
Mr. Speaker, thank you so much once again. Mr. Speaker, we elected 47 governors who are representing counties. Imagine if all members of parliament were double salary. 300 of them, Mr. Speaker. How much money will we get to the county down there? How much money are we going to help Wananchi down there? Mr. Speaker, and I beg all the members of this house, today, let us unite unanimously and pass this law. Let us be rich. Let us get more money.
Okay, order, honorable members. Okay, order, honorable members. Order. So first I want to thank you because of the turn-up, because the house is almost full. I hope it has nothing to do with the kind of motion that is on the floor of the house. So I believe even in future, any motion that comes in this house is important. So we now want to go to the final judgment. So honorable members, will as many as of the opinion that MPs should be given a salary increment, say aye. Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay?
Nay.
Honorable members, the ayes have it.
Yes!
Mr. Speaker. Weka order ndani ya house. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, oh. Mr. Speaker, sir. Order kwenye house. Mr. Speaker. Maswali ya upumbavu hatutaki. Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, toa watu nje. Mr. Speaker. Order, eh.